Hey there folks, let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target while we're traveling. And, oh, look at that. I don't even know what we got there. Let's go nest a template. We will shape the body tag into that shape, and to start we will put blue on the HTML tag, the enclosing tag, the ampersand, and then use the margins on that to narrow in 55, 56, 57 on the sides, 100, 90, 88. So is it worth it to, no, I think that's fine. We're going to do just that simple margin. There may be, well, what do we do? 57, and then we'll do a final margin, 0, 10, 11, 12. Okay. That's not too bad. If we do that, then we can do a border bottom. Border bottom. I don't want to do border bottom. Nope. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. I lied. Okay, so let's start with a radial gradient. Radial gradient. And the hilarious radiation autocomplete, which we do not want. So we just need the edge of this circle. So let's do at 50%, 100%, and then do a transparent. No, we're going to do the color. We need a radius, 50 pixels, let's say, and then transparent. And circle key, actually, so we could do the circle keyword, which gets us a perfect circle, despite the fact that, so normally a radial gradient adheres to the size or the shape of the element. In our case, we don't need the whole circle, but I don't think that matters. I think we need 60. I think that's the radius, but then we gotta move it. So let's see what we need there. Minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and then a negative number, minus 10 pixels, minus 20, 25. Okay, so we've got some finesse we need to do here. 38, 37. It's possible this is going to be a half pixel situation, 37.5, but we'll do 37 to begin with. All right. It looks like our circle needs to be smaller, so let's go 59, 58. Yeah, so this is starting to smell quite a bit. 37.5. 24, 25, 26, 5. This might be shape, a shape conic, or a shape clip path might be the way we need to do this. Definitely on the tricky side. Okay, what am I doing wrong? How about 57, 56, 5, 57, 57.5. That could be right. Let's try changing this vertical. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of edges that are not lining up correctly. 7. just brutal shape here. Could this be an ellipse? Could this be a genuine ellipse? We haven't even gotten to the repeat part of this. This is a painful one. Oh, we've got the fit. Okay, so it's 54 pixels actually. We're gonna take that for sure. Okay. Now that we know the radius, we can move this around a little bit better. Because we kind of don't care too much. So let's just do 1Q. And so we're gonna, so now we have the radius, minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40, 30, 10, 20, 30, 20, 30, 40. Actually need an extra height. So ideally we'd want 100%, no, we need like 100 pixels, and then we need to set a minimum height of double that number, unless we do an @ so we need 108 pixels. And yes, that is a mess. Okay, so now that we've got that, ten pixels, 10 pixels, 20, 10, 0. So we need the 0, and now 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is not working. Oh, I need 100%. Number. Let's see if that does it. And then 40, 41, 39. There it is. Okay. A lot of work for that guy. It makes me think that the right approach, oh, there's so many different choices here. This is one that requires a lot of finesse, but that's fine. That is just fine. All right, so I think that we're going to set this in a variable, G for gradient. This is the circle, and we do var. Var --G. Hey there, folks, again. Life intervened. Again, I am traveling right now, so it makes doing this a little bit on the awkward side. That said, I want to get right to it. So where we left, we left it with, we have these curves lining up very nicely, but we have other work that we need to do to make this right. And I think the way to do that is a linear gradient up top. So let's see what linear gradients we could just do simply. I think what I want to do is do blue first. Yeah, blue first. I need a comma. And then this color here. And just to be crystal clear about what we're doing, I'm going to add red to it. And then I'm going to create some color stops. And then I think I would just want to do repeat X. So put it at 0 to 0 to start. Have it be 100% wide. Actually, I can do just 1% wide. And then a height of 40 pixels. And then a repeat on the x-axis. Okay, so that's kind of what I want. All right, so let's give this a minimum of 20 pixels. And then 0, 50 pixels. And then the red is there just so I don't make more than I need. So we don't see anything right now because, so there's the red. Okay, so let's push this down to where the blue starts. So that's the y-axis, 2, 3, 30, 40, okay, 35, 45, 44, 44 is it. Beautiful. So we can't use, so this takes care of just the bottom blue and bottom lines. So we can get rid of the red. Now we don't have a valid color stop. Yeah, because there's a comma there. Great. So 20 pixels. $60 pixels. I think I don't need a height then because I'm doing repeat X. I'm pushing the whole thing down, and that works fine. I don't think I win anything by changing this number in any way. Yeah, I don't. Okay, and then the next step is I need to cover part of this, and then I need some stripe. So in terms of my choices, this has already gone on too long, and I'm not at my desk, and I'm doing other things, and so none of this is optimal. But I'm having a good time on my trip. But I do want to do the videos. But this is not stellar work and not stellar conditions. That said, I'm enjoying myself. All right. So what's next? Let's do a conic gradient and just fix that blue part. So transparent, 75% around, and then the blue, 0. And we need to spell gradient correctly, and that's what that looks like by default. So I'm going to do an at value, 10 pixels, 10 pixels. Lower, 2, 4, 5, 25 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. That's a nice simple way to do that. And I think for this, we really just want a linear gradient. And constrain it to the y-axis. So let's go linear gradient. And we could have done the blue that way too, but I believe I have mentioned in the past, although I haven't mentioned in a long time, that the conic gradient is my favorite. But linear gradient is fine for this. So I need this color, transparent. Now, I read recently, top corner or top 20 pixels, width of 50 pixels, and then repeat Y. So let's put some different colors there. So that's what that looks like right now. Oh, because we have the color top 0. That's why. But what we want is just to cover this stripe. So we need this to be down 3. Let's switch to 20 pixels. There we go. And oh, we don't want to repeat Y, do we? Or do we? And we don't want to repeat what we. No repeat is going to be safest. So there's no repeat. Okay, so is this efficient? No, this is not very efficient at all. But that's okay. Set to 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, so let's go ahead and put the right color in. Two, 21, 23, 24. There it is. Okay, and then the width needs to be wider, about 100. That's not right. So right now we've got a height of a certain color. What do I need there? Okay. 60, 70, 80, 100, 20, 30, 50, 60. There it is. Creeping over. 70, 80. If it's this vague, we can probably do something like 80% and have it work. There we go. That's not too bad. Let's submit, and then I think we're done. And then I've had trouble with audio. Yeah. Okay. So, is this efficient? No, but we're traveling, and it's still fun to do. I enjoy doing it. Let's minify and unit replace, and we're out of here. And then I need to go do some editing and upload this guy. So let's submit. We did get to 100%. I'm happy with that. A lot of repeated stuff here. It's possible there are better ways to do this. We'll just say that. We'll just say that. This is one I may revisit when I get back home. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And go make a webpage.